Good morning. Welcome to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here for a RocksChat or something, whatever you want to call it these days. My lights are flickering and they've been doing that for the last couple of days. Let me just check my connections in. It is. So, not sure what that's all about. I noticed it last night. Guess what I have today? I've got an appointment for the doctor. Yeah, I have at 12:45. So, whether that means that I'll do another video for later or not, I don't know. But sometimes I go in search of yarn shops. So that could happen. But I'm not sure, to be honest, if we'll have time to do that before we need to get back. But my hands are not getting any better. And my feet are, they've got to the stage now where I can't walk on them properly and I can't ignore them anymore and I can't get past it with a plaster. And so, yeah, I'm going. Finally, you'll be pleased to know that it's happening. Wasn't the response that I thought it was going to be. Still, discombobulating doctors anyway. So that's a good one. Okay, the joke then. I'll try and do it about the light. My grandma went to the doctor's. My grandma went to the doctor's office to ask about her sore stomach. The doctor just told her to quit her belly aching. Quit your belly aching, woman. Well, I hope she doesn't tell me to quit my foot aching because, you know, I waited in the queue. Seriously, I got through this morning straight away and I thought, wow, 8 o'clock, straight in, you know. And then the recording started. You are in a queue more than 30. I thought, oh, what? More than 30? I'm not getting in. That's what I thought. No, stick with it. They've got lots more doctors there now. So if each of them have more than 15 or whatever, I'll be okay. So they've also got a doctor that's just under a doctor, you know, like a student-ish type doctor. So I'm seeing that one because obviously the others all, I was more than 30. And as they play the recording and then the next time they tell you the number, I had 3 times I was more than 30. And then from there, it went to 29 in the queue. So after that, they seemed to drop by 3s. So, you know, I was probably just under 40 in the queue when I first started. So, yeah, I didn't hold out much hope of getting an actual doctor's appointment. But I got this this person. Anyway, I don't know if it's a male or female. I couldn't quite gather that from the name because I wasn't a name that was English. So I wasn't so familiar with the name to know if it was a female name or a male name. So I'll just wait and see. But hopefully a nice thing or two about feet and hands and problems. So yeah, anyway, that's this afternoon. But yeah, can you imagine, I just opened my eyes, pressed it straight away to call. You're over 30 in the queue. Do you know, once I was really bad and I'd gone to, this was a different issue, on the way back from that Battle of Britain air display that Gary and I went to. I was in such severe agony that I finally said, okay, take me to A&E. And they'd changed all the setup at the emergency department. That's what A&E is, you know, we call it ED now, but it used to be just A&E, accident and emergency. So I'm just saying that for the guys across the pond who probably know what's an A&E, because you always call it the ED. Anyway, so I went there and the queuing had changed. There was only a few seats now. It used to be a big waiting room of seats. But now I think they get the impression that if it's uncomfortable, then you're only going to stay there if it's absolutely necessary. But that's the other way around, in my opinion. If it's really, really uncomfortable and you can't sit down, you're going. So I said, no. I was miles, you know, taking a ticket at the time, and I was miles down the list. And I said, I'll call the doctor in the morning. And Gary said, yes, but you won't, will you? Yeah, I will. And that time I rang the doctor and I was number 2 in the queue. And I thought, no way. You know, that never happens. I always end up number 199, and that's just an exaggeration. But I'm usually, the queue was so long that by the time it got to me, there's no appointments left. Call back tomorrow at 8, you know. But I managed to get, you're number 2 in the queue. And I thought, please don't cut me off, whatever you do. Because then by that time, I would be number 999 in the queue. Anyway, it's a lot easier to get an appointment now, at least. We've got this newfangled company that's taken over our surgery. Everything's very streamlined. But it's whether the doctors are, you know, good at what they do. I was hoping to see, there was one of the doctors that was from the existing practice was on today. I was hoping to get to see her, but obviously she was probably all booked up by number 10 in the queue or something. No such luck for me. Anyway, at least I'm going, eh? That's the thing. At least I'm going. Getting it over with, finally. So yesterday, what prompted this was I rang them and I said, okay, recently did a diabetes blood test and it came back that I was fine. So the symptoms that I've had, I've still got, and they're worse. So can you tell me, was I just fine or did I pass it with clear margin? So she said, well, we like you to be, and I think she said something like between 18 and 41, and yours was 44. So I thought, oh, it's no cause for concern was the thing. So I thought, well, she said, I might want to do further tests. I went, well, I'm on a low carb diet now, so it kind of makes your body look like you're a diabetic, even when you're not. So I don't know if that will work, but I'm hoping it's just something simple that they can treat and it'll be gone. Because there are some really nasty things it can be that I don't want, obviously. So today I was hoping to get a tutorial done for this, or at least the thing is, you can use it as a blanket, you can use it as the winter sunshine. I nearly forgot my own title. Scarf, cowl. I don't know why I say cowl. I think this is Gemma. When Michael met Gemma, she introduced us to the way of speaking that because I always thought it was funny, and I used to put her up. She always said, pass me the towel. And I'd say, do you mean the towel? She'd say, yeah, the towel. And she always called it a towel. So it's a cowl. A towel and a cowl. But it's not, it's a cowl. A cowl. Cowl. And it's her fault. So, yeah, if she didn't have a cold, I'd slap her. But I'm staying well away. She's got rotten cold. I only know this because of Facebook, not because of any other reason. Anyway, what was I going to tell you? I can't remember, to be honest with you. I got up too early again. Although I had a bit of a bad night. I woke up about 4 times in the night. And each time thinking, oh, I really need to go to the loo. And I thought, how the heck can you? You've been asleep. It's not like you've been down in loads of drinks, is it? Just, I think it might have been because we had an Indian last night. Not a person, a food. So we obviously we didn't get anything out again, and all my suggestions, Gary was saying, it's just the same old food again, isn't it? And I'm like, no, it really isn't. We eat a lot of variety, and whatever diet you do, it's more or less the same old food, and you go through your repertoire and then you go back. I said, and this is no different. It's just that you're miserable that you can't have pasta, rice and potato. But oh, my hair's wet, sorry, it's clammy. So I said, no, it's not really that. I'll tell you what, let's have a takeaway. So I was thinking a nice kebab. Like, I enjoyed the last one, and I thought we don't have them that often. So he said he didn't like it. So I said, okay. Well, I thought I'll have an Indian mixed grill then. So in the past I've had Indian mixed grills, and they're all kind of tandoori. So if you're doing low carb, the best kind of Indian to have is tandoori, because it's just cooked in a tandoor oven, and it might have a little bit of a kind of a yogurty dressing or something, but that's about all she wrote on it, you know, that and spices. So you know, it's not going to be chock full of stuff. So I got some tikka bites and this Indian mixed grill. and it was sour. It really was sour. So that particular place where I've been getting my usual Indian takeaways, who do absolutely amazing curries and sagaloo and all the stuff that I usually have, not particularly good for the Indian mixed grill. It was a bit sour. So I didn't eat all mine. And then I started to worry once I'd eaten it, well, maybe that's just going to knock me straight off ketosis again. Because, you know, I forgot to tell you yesterday, I had a bit of good news. I got on the scales and I'd lost another couple of pounds. Ka-ching. So altogether, that's 16 pounds. Not as good as Gary, he's lost a couple of stone, but then he doesn't diet like I do, you know. Dieting with me is more of a kind of a state of mind. It's a state of body permanently in some way or another. So, you know, he's not really done that. He's had a couple of diets, but he's never done a low carb diet before. So I expected him to have brilliant results. But he's kind of a bit miffed that it's gone down to a couple of pound a week. And I said, Gary, that is good. You know, it's still good. Whatever way you look at it, if you grab a bag of sugar, how heavy is that? And you've lost it. So, you know, anywho, men. I did it again. That's not the one I wanted. Neither is the... That's the one. That's the one. I've got itchy nose. I know why. I was a bit liberal with the powder this morning. I was because I just had my shower and washed my hair. As you can probably see, it's wet. And I was all pink and blotchy and red in the face from it. So I kind of like the powder, and obviously it's gone up my nose. It's a wonder I haven't started sneezing yet. But that's why. I was kind of a bit like a big powder puff going everywhere. Just to get rid of the... It hasn't actually, has it? I'm still a bit red and shiny here and there. But, you know, the strangest thing is if I wash my feet, they stop hurting for a while. And then it's not long before that comes back. So whether it's kind of... Once you kind of wear it on a little bit, maybe sweat gets in there, I don't know. Because obviously I've got socks on, so it's not dirt. And so if you wash your feet, it goes. But then they say don't wash your feet too often because, you know, it's making it drier and drier. So what a quandary that is. Anyway, I'm sure you're really interested in the saga of my Tootsies. We're not. But they're kind of dominating my life at the moment because it's like, you know, where I used to just like jump up and go get something. Now I'm thinking, do I really want that? Do I really want to suffer the pain to go get it? Or I'll say to Gary, make me a cup of tea, guys. I'd do it, but my feet. So that's a good thing. Oh, you couldn't just get me so-and-so, could you? I can't get up. That's a really good one. But the other drawback is, you know, oh no, I need to get up and go to the loo again. Oh no, I need to get up and do this. Oh, I've left my crochet, I'll go with it. You know, that sort of thing. So has its good and its bad, its pluses and minuses, its pros and cons. Oh dear. Anyway, got some hours to kill after going to the shop, but not many before rush hour. So I don't know if there are any yarn shops around there. There used to be, but I think they're all closed. And as long as it's not too far away, we can go have a look. But we don't get stuck in monster traffic to get back. So I don't know what we're going to do. Gary is DIYing. If you can hear knocking, banging and sawing, he is doing bits of skirting board and coving in the conservatory long hallway. And he needs another board or two to do the rest. So he needs some more supplies. So we'll probably order those or some wood anyway. I was going to do the back of the Yarna van before winter, but I really don't think I'm going to be able to. When I priced up the job, it was a bit like, maybe spring, wait till spring sort of thing. So yeah, that's a no-no, not right this minute anyway. Not with you know what around the corner, you know, that time of year. So I'm not sure if I told you this or if I told Gary. Maybe it was only happened yesterday, so it must have been Gary. You know, I said that I'm going to be advertising in Let's Knit Together. Well, I said, I hope we're not picking that music up. Just bear with me. Well, that was Gary having a blast out, but I've turned it down so we can't hear it now. So I'm just hoping that the little bots don't pick that up, and if this video suddenly disappears, you'll know why. How annoying is that? It shouldn't happen with passive music like that. That is just ridiculous. I mean, I could be making a video and a car could go by with stereo blaring, and that's nothing to do with me, is it? It really does annoy me, that stupid thing. It's not like I'm sitting here saying, listen to this song, you know. Anyway, forgot to say now. Oh yeah, Let's Knit Together. So yeah, I said I was going to advertise with them, and I think that's quite imminent, you know, the next 3 kind of editions of their online magazine thing. Fans going on there. I got a bit hot and bothered. So yesterday I messaged the lady that I've been talking to about these. I said, oh, I've got pictures now of my Christmas gift bags. So the one that I put on my wall, I sent her and said, I don't know if you can use this. So she messaged me back and she said, oh, those are cool. She said, those are lovely. What I might do, if it's all right with you, is we've got a special Christmas flyer going out, and I'd like to include it if we can. So I said, well, as much as I'd love that, if there's an additional cost, I'll have to say no, but you know, obviously it would be great. And she went, no additional costs. I said, oh, okay, then I'd love to. So she's going to pop it in that as well. So that's cool, isn't it? So I get like a little extra bite of the cherry with that one. And I don't know that it'll make a massive difference to me over the next 3 months, but we'll have to see. At least it can't hurt it, right? Can't hurt. Oh, anyway, I'm going to get off, upload this, and fingers crossed that music does not affect me. If it does, I will appeal it this time rather than delete the video, I think. I will trust the process. Yeah, right. And we'll see. It might not pick it up. It was kind of very low. Sometimes I say, can you hear my fan? People say no. So hopefully it was just something I could hear and not you. Or if you could, maybe you couldn't pick out what it was. Fingers, everything, toes and tits crossed, as I always like to say. Fingers, toes and tits crossed. Yeah, I know. I seem to be, with the yarn boobies and everything, I seem to be obsessed. I'm not, obviously. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Now I've dug myself a great big hole. And I'll see you, hopefully, on the next one later on today. If I manage to survive the doctors and the little errands that we've got to run. And the rush hour. And maybe some yarn, I don't know. We'll see. If not, I've got plenty to show you. So thanks for watching. And wish me luck. I'll see you later. Bye for now.